Hello, everyone's. I am here for Loving Hip Hop Atlanta Season 8, Episode 12. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. We are not even going to discuss the situation is on my head. We just gonna get into the video. Don't be distracted. So, last episode, Pooh was throwing soiled sheets and adult diapers at Karlie. She was getting escorted off by security, and she was in the background getting her Gone with the Wind Fabulous on. So after she done walked off, Mimi, she has to go and see what's good. You know, Mimi invited the girl there, so it's Mimi's responsibility of how Pooh acts. Now, let me try to get my Mimi voice on. Pooh, we had a conversation about this. You were supposed to keep your cool and you were supposed to use your words. Why would you do this? Now, y'all know Mimi, she has a whisper, whether she's angry or not, and it's very confusing. But I tried to get my best Mimi voice on. So Pooh was basically like, she came to Trinidad with an open mind. She was going to apologize for Karlie and all the things that she's been doing. But then she was like, I know Karlie, the real Karlie, so I'm going to bring my receipts to prove that I wasn't lying. But I was like, yes, but it also proves that you're nasty. That you had the thought to, one, not throw those sheets away. Two, to bring them on the plane with you and to throw them at Karlie. That makes you very, very nasty. I don't know what was wrong with you. Mimi, I don't know what is wrong with you, because nothing on Pooh says that she was going to show up and be like, you know what, Karlie, I apologize for my part of what everything was going on. Forgive me. And, you know, they hug it out. Nothing about Pooh said that. These episodes that we've seen Pooh was being shady. She's trying to take Karlie's spot as the pettiest and the messiest person on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is what I've seen just as a few episodes she's been on there. Karlie, she over there crying to everybody else about how she been trying to get them over to Trinidad for the longest time, and how Pooh showing up and cutting up several foods and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl, I mean, I would like my friends, you know, see my hometown, but I'm not crying about it. I would love my mother-in-law and my husband's people to go to Indiana during the fall festival, because I love the fall festival. I know this ain't got nothing to do with the show, but it's got to do with where you want your, you know, your friends and stuff to see where you from. Because the fall festival, first full week in October, Evansville, Indiana, the fall festival, they got rides, they have food, and they have games. As a child, I was all about the rides. Teenage years, I was all about the games. When I became an adult, I was all about the food. It's like 2 miles of food trucks. You can get anything from a cotton candy to like alligator meat, which I wouldn't eat there, like corn on the cob on sticks, candy apples, caramel apples, hamburgers, deep fried Twinkies, like you name it. It's just food for miles on end, and your girl loves it. I would love to bring my husband's people to Evansville, Indiana, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Moving over, Stevie and Hiram, they having a business meeting. Now, Akbar, I told y'all last week I was going to, you know, stop talking about her, but this episode I was like, she redeemed herself. So, they're discussing business. Hiram, he in the music business. Stevie, he in the music business. Let's get together, make some money. Akbar, she is there performing. It looked like a cafeteria more than it did look like a club to me. Y'all drop that below, see how y'all feel, but it just seems like a cafeteria to me. So Akbar, she's there performing, and Sierra is there to support. Now, Sierra done had a few drinks, and she kind of feeling herself. So she feels the need to first she gonna confront Hiram, like, you remember my birthday party in Cancun? And he stopped that right quick. This is a business meeting right now, so if you want to talk personal, that's gonna be at a later time. Okay, that's cool. Stevie, why wasn't you there for your nephew when he was in prison? And Akbar was like, hold up now. No. This is not what we're gonna do. Like, first of all, you don't even know Scrapp and Stevie like that to be confronting this man. She over trying to fight Scrapp's battle. And Akbar was like, nah, we ain't gonna do this. Excuse us, y'all. And she escorts Sierra off like, girl, what is wrong with you? You over here drunk trying to fight this man battle, and you don't even know Scrap Daily y'all like that. I was like, I'm feeling you right now, Akbar. I mean, in the past, I ain't been feeling you because you've been feeling yourself like you a queen and all that stuff. But I'm glad you had to let Sierra know, like, girl, you looking stupid out these streets. You doing all this for a man you don't even know. He told you one time that Stevie wasn't there for him, but you feel that, okay, Stevie out here making business moves, but he couldn't be there for his nephew, so I'm going to confront him. If he hasn't confronted Stevie himself, why are you out here doing that? You don't know Scrapp de Leon like that. And if they get back to Stevie, he gonna be like, bruh, I told you that in confidence, and now you running over to my uncle trying to fight my battles? Like, no, ma'am. I was very side-eyeing Sierra right now. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? You're looking stupid in these streets. Like, immediately, like, she got rid of that girl. I'm like, girl, you supposed to be there supporting Akbar, and you over here trying to confront him about what Pooh, because Pooh tried to get with your ex-boyfriend. You confront Stevie because Stevie wasn't there for Scrapp de Leon, and you've known Scrapp de Leon all of 15 seconds. Girl, sit down somewhere. Kirk out here getting the bright idea not to tell Rashida that Jasmine has his number. Now, y'all know Kirk was using his daughter, Kelsey, is, okay, you gonna pick up the baby. Anytime I need to talk to Jasmine, you gonna be the go-between person. But she was like, you know what? I didn't lay down and make that baby. You did. You go over there and you figure this out. I'm done with this. I got a life I want to live, and it is not having to do with a baby that ain't mine, okay? So he's like, okay, I'm going to just try to figure things out without Rashida knowing. I was like, this is how you always get in trouble, because you lying. Just keep it real, like, Rashida, I made this baby, I'm taking responsibility for it, you took me back, that means, you know, the baby gonna be in our life, therefore I'm gonna have to talk to Jasmine some type of way. It ain't gonna just be me giving her child support check for the baby, and we having no communications at all, because Kelsey don't want to do it, which she shouldn't have to. Now, Carly invited everybody to her people's house. Like, first of all, I don't know why Jock and Kendra showed up in the first place. That would be awkward. Your ex-boyfriend and his new girl is there at your people's house. And at one point, one of Carly's cousins was like, she don't like Jock because Jock broke her heart, even though she got with a whole new dude. Then been with like two new dudes since they was in a serious relationship, for real, for real. She was with Jock. They broke up. She was with Life. They broke up. They was kind of together. Now she with Mo. And it's like she got a whole new dude out here. Like, but Kendra was like, you know what, I'm going to excuse myself because y'all talking about my man. I'm like, girl, y'all shouldn't have been there in the first place. I mean, I know y'all on vacation. Maybe it was a part of, like, y'all contract. Okay, you got to go to her people's house. But, like, I just didn't think they should have been there. Now, moving over. Now, Mona done switched things up on us. Now, y'all know when it's time for the women to get into an argument, which turn into a fight, it's always a table between them. But Mona decided, okay, we're going to put a car there. Now, I know this is usually where the men be separated. They separated by cars. The women separated by tables. But since we outside, and that would be stupid to just have some random table right here, we're going to have just a random car here. I don't know whose car it was. It was a prop to me because Carly was leaning on it. I'm like, okay, first of all, y'all rode in on the bus. So whose car is y'all just laying on just willy-nilly? But anyways, Carly and Pooh, they get to talking. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I had to rewind it to make sure that I was hearing things correctly. Because Carly, she goes from admit that you lied, that I slept with you, I slept with her, I slept with y'all both. Admit that you lying. Then she goes into, well, I stopped messing with you once I got with Mo. He don't care what I done before I got with him, you know, but, you know, once I got with him, I stopped messing with you. Then she jumps back to, what was it? But for my child's sake, admit that you was lying. But I was like, well, you just said that you stopped messing with her, what you got with Mo. But then, what is it you want for your grown daughter's sake, for her not to know that you've been out here, you know, having threesomes with married people and all the stuff you've been doing? Like, Carly, you've had almost a new man every season you've been on here. You was with Benzino. You was with Jock. You was with Life Jennings. You was with Jock. You was with old dude last season. Now you with Mo. And that's 5 people that you've been on, and this is only the 8th season. And you've been out here saying any and everything that you like to do, but you want to protect your grown daughter's feelings. Like, you are the same person that was licking on Jock's fingers when he admitted that he don't be taking a shower and or bath on a regular occasion. You are licking on this man's fingers. That means he out here just musty and having sex and doing any and everything, and he not washing his body. But you was putting your fingers in his mouth. But you don't want your granddaughter to be knowing you out here doing all these things. When you be out here admitting you doing all these things. I'm like, you went through all this. But you just don't want your granddaughter to know that you've been out here doing all this. I'm like, really? Child, please. Now, Stevie and Scrapp Daily on sit down and discuss how Sierra popped at his business meeting. I was like, was it really a business? I guess it was a business meeting. Y'all discussing business while like a little showcase was going on in the background. But, you know, Scrapp De Leon's whole thing was, you know, Stevie, he's a public figure. He could have came and spoke, you know, the people in the jail, the inmates and all that stuff. It would have had much respect for him, and he thought his uncle would have showed up. Stevie was like, I had my own federal case that I was dealing with, and this is what I got. I was dealing with court issues, and my court issues is up here. Yours is down here, because if I got in trouble, how am I help anybody if I'm in jail? So I was putting me first. And I completely understand that with Stevie. I'm up here. I'm trying to get my stuff together. You down here. You know, he apologized that he wasn't there for him. He's like, but you could at least called or said something. Now that we got that squash, what it is about, I done heard from more than one person that you was out here having sex with Tommy. Steve was like, that never happened. We was in the back of a car and she, you know, pulled, you know, the beefcake out, but nothing more, nothing less happened. I don't know, but, you know, Stevie, he seems like he wouldn't do that to family, but then this is Stevie J that we talking about. So, you know, these two came together and, you know, they squashed what was going on. Now let's get over here to the damnation. Now, y'all, I'm not a party person. I don't be going to clubs. In all of my 34 years on this earth, I've been to an adult club one time. And that was after I turned 21 because my cousin wanted to say I actually went to the club. Hated it because it was too crowded. I couldn't move. It was too much. I used to go to like a little teen club when I was like 13, but that was basically ice skating and listening to music. You can either go over here and dance or you can go over there and ice skate. So going out and all that stuff was not my thing. And y'all, they was out to like, the partying started at like midnight to like 2. It didn't end till like 12 in the afternoon the next day. Like, so y'all up partying, drinking and dancing like all night long. Like, your girl can't hang like that no more. I'm good if I could stay up to 12:30. My problem is I be watching TV and I'm like, I'm gonna just close my eyes for a minute and I just mess around and fall asleep. Ain't no way in the world that your girl could have stayed up like they was. But hey, that's them. They can do that. I can't. Now, Mo gave Karlie a 2 a.m. curfew. Now, at 2:01, I expect you to be in your room, calling me, showing me that you in your room. He didn't say that. I'm just saying. But, you know, Tokyo, she kind of convinced her, you know, you should come out. This is damnation. We all going to be there. Let's go out. Let's have fun. So, everybody, they go out. They having fun. This and the third. Jock is drunk, pouring a drink down Pooh's behind. And Kendra, she confronts him about that. I was like, I've never in my life wanted anybody to pour anything on me. I don't care if it's water. I especially don't want no soda because then it's going to get sticky. Don't pour anything on me. I don't even like when I'm in a pool and you kind of splash me with water. No, don't be doing that. So, you know, she confronts him and he tells her, wow, you doing all this and you didn't even tell me you don't even want to have kids. Now, this whole conversation came about because Scrappy want to have another baby. He want Bambi to get pregnant now. I'm like, girl, no, she just had a baby. Let her body heal fully. Like, he ready to, like, okay, like, let's get to it. Let's make a baby right now. Let's go half on the baby right now. I want another baby right now. But she's like, I'm already tired now. And she was telling this to Kendra. And Kendra was like, she doesn't want to be baby mama number 5. Now, I took that as, I don't just want to just be out here just having a baby while I want to be married. I don't want to be a baby mama. I want to be married. He's saying how he wanted to get married, this, that, and the third. He got a ring and all this stuff. I was like, are you divorced from your wife? Because last time we seen when the, you know, baby mamas at a round table got together to confront, what was her name? I can't even think of her name right now. But I think Forbes Rocks called her Baby News. Y'all know who I'm talking about, who he was cheating on Karlie with. she was the jack of all trades. She was a driver. She was a real estate. She was the manager. She rotated his tires. That woman, I cannot think of her name. But remember, like, he had one baby, and then he got married, then they broke up, and then he had, like, 2, 3, 4 other, women pregnant. But, like, she don't want to be one of them. I took it as, I don't want to be a baby mama, I want to be a wife. But he said that they should have had this conversation. And I'm saying, I was like, this is a conversation that you have earlier on in your relationship. Like, y'all grown. Like, grown. This is a conversation y'all have after y'all done been together for, like, maybe a month, and be like, look here, I want to have kids. I want to get married. These are the things you discuss. Like, I told my husband up front, I want to have kids and I want to adopt kids. Well, and before we got real serious, to let him know this is what my mind is. I was in my late 20s, like mid to late 20s when me and my husband first met. And I let him know I want to have kids and I want to adopt. These are conversations that you have. Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? This, that, and the third. These are things that they should have been discussed, but haven't discussed. But he's saying now that they should have discussed these things. But at the same time, he was telling Scrappy, he got 8 kids. His oldest is 19 years old. You really want me doing that over again? He admits he doesn't know if he want to have kids, but that's something they just should have discussed. I'm like, yes. But you need to be sober while you're having this conversation. You out here drunk, pouring drinks on Pooh, already making this girl mad, being disrespectful to her for pouring drink on Pooh, and dance with all these other girls. But you mad because she says she don't want to have kids, even though you not sure if you want to have kids again. It was a lot. Now, I was thinking that as that was going on, like, Scrappy, I'm not Scrappy, but Jock, you got a lot of kids. You sure you want to have any more? I'm not saying that you shouldn't have kids, but like, if you can be there for them physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially, have the kids that you want to have. But the more kids you have, the less time you're going to be able to spend equally with all of them, especially if there's multiple mothers involved. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so you can see this pretty face when I put up a new video. If you're returning and you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. And tell your people to tell their people to come up here and be one of my peoples. Now, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.